So as he previously talked about faith, I love Hebrews 1:11. Faith is confidence in what we hope for and the assurance about what we do not see. And I also love Revelation 12:11, where it talks about how we're triumphed over the accuser by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Because
Amen.
You can't refute my testimony, right?
Amen.
It is that. And so we want to share a little bit about how that looks. So I've had a preschool now for 25 years. And at the end of last year, we were in a building renting from a church. And we were told that we had to move. Now, 5.5 years before that, I was praying with a sister, and we were praying for her husband. As soon as we finished praying for her husband, she said, God's going to give you more. And I'm like, what? I just feel it really strongly right now. The Lord is going to give you more. You have a wait list. You're full. I just am really sensing it. Okay. So I went and told everybody, we're moving. I don't know when, I don't know where, but we're moving because the Lord says. I went home that night and saw a message on Messenger that said, are you hiring? And it was from a brother that I hadn't seen for like 1.5 years. He and his wife sang at my wedding. And I said, well, they have 6 kids. Like, if she comes to work, like, she's still going to have to pay. That's a lot of kids to have at a preschool. And so I said, well, I did just hire somebody, but what do you have in mind? And he said, for what it's worth, God's going to expand your borders. And I said, well, I wonder when he sent that. So I looked. It was the same moment that the other woman told me. And I went, okay. So I was having a Bible study with another sister that went to church with this man. And I told her what happened, and she says, wow, that's crazy, because he just came off of a 40-day fast, and God was telling him crazy things. And I said, okay, Lord, we're going to move. I know it. Like, he knows how we need to hear messages. He knows how we receive and how long it takes to prepare us. And apparently for me, it's 5.5 years. But I want to say also that, he'll give us Ephesians 3:20 moments our entire lives, but they don't come without a fight, right? And so we have to cling to the Word of God. We have to cling to the promises. So in December, we were told we had to move, and we went and looked at this beautiful property that is Ephesians 3:20 multiplied by millions. And I just thought, I could never have this. But thank God I steward for him. And he owns the kingdom, right? So we put in an offer to buy this place. And then right after that, my mother passed. And I got COVID. And I just was like, fell flat on my face. And there are moments when you go after what God is giving you and you crawl, right? You can't run, you can't walk, you just crawl. But you just know that this is what he said, and this is where you're supposed to go, and this is what you're supposed to do. So you just go, even if it's an inch. 2 steps forward, 1 step back is still moving forward. And you just go because you cling to that promise, the Word of God. So 5.5 years before we moved, he told me we were going to move. So we moved in, and God took us from this, like Santee, very abundant community, and moved us into a not so abundant Muslim community. And I got blasted. So I'm grieving. I'm getting blasted. And God says, this is what I have for you, daughter. I'm like, yay. So we were able to move over to this place while we were in escrow. And when the Lord said, move over there, it was on his promise. It was that he told me we were going to have this place. So we picked up and we moved into a classroom on this campus. We didn't own the school. We were in escrow. So then if it didn't go through, we're out. We have nowhere to go. We have no school. All of our clients moved. And I said, God, is this like my season of being Abraham? And he said, I want you to have some skin in the game. Because show me you believe that the word is true. And this is about his faithfulness, right? Because he doesn't ever let us down. So we get down to the wire. We have to close escrow by March 31st. And all kinds of things are happening. And part of where I was going to get the money for the down payment, it was supposed to come through the week before we were going to fund the escrow. So I had plenty of cushion, right? It didn't come through. So Friday, I go to the bank. So Wednesday didn't happen. Friday, I go to the bank and I sign the loan docs. And they're like, oh, congratulations. I'm like, thanks. But I just knew, like, my whole life, him being so faithful to me, he wasn't going to take me there and leave me there. I didn't know what was going to happen. I just knew that I was supposed to go to the bank and sign those documents, and I was shaking, but I did it. So that weekend, I prayed with my friend, and a way came through. Not the way we thought it was going to, because he never does it that way, but a way came through. So the money shows up in the bank on Wednesday, and that's our dead deadline, because we're supposed to fund on Thursday, March 31st. And so it shows up, and I see it, and I call the bank, and I said, well, I need to wire this to the bank to close the escrow. And he's like, well, it has to sleep here. And I said, well, it can't sleep here because I need to get the money over there to close escrow. And he says, well, you can send it tomorrow. And I'm thinking, well, how are we going to do that? And it just reminds me of how, before he placed me in my mother's womb, he planned my 55th birthday. He planned all of this, that 5.5 years before he would tell me to go, that he laid all of this out. And before he did all of this, he decided that we were going to celebrate Cesar Chavez Day in San Diego County and Orange County, the two counties in the state, and that the county recorder's office would be closed on March 31st.
All right. Wow, Lord.
So on April 1st, which is 4 + 1 = 5, we closed escrow. And we just celebrated our 25th year.
Wow. Come on,
So
Lord.
5 is grace and favor, and it's all the grace and favor of the Lord, right? And even my name, Jeanette, means God is gracious. And he has been faithful to me my whole life.
Girls Ministries.